Welcome. Oh, we've got trouble already. That's strange. Um, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to that's Jason Lefter, Mark Davis, Ryan Seek, and Austin Dillon there on pit road having issues. But welcome back to the MG Truck Series here on Fox Sports 1. We're at. You know what? Let me plug my charger in while I'm at it, so this can run a little smoother. We're at the Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, getting ready to kick things off. Boy, oh boy, this is already off to an interesting start. Dismiss that real quick, so it's not on the screen. But yeah, we're here at Canadian Tire Mosport, getting ready to kick things off. So let's not waste any time, shall we? Let's just dive right on into it. As the pace truck is in, Crafton and Busch are going to lead us to the green. Oh, big screen freeze right there. I apologize for that. But side by side through the first couple of corners between Busch and Crafton. Still hanging on to those positions there, to their position as they fight for the lead. We do have a caution. Oh, big damage for Max Pappas in the 9. And that's Brent Raymer in the wall with him there. They're still side by side for the race lead, as Crafton is finally going to concede. Kyle Busch pulls out in front. He's going to clear, at least for now. Look at this, the 86 of Chris Mack. Is that Chris Mack? Yeah, it's Chris Mack. Bump Crafton down the straightaway here as he gets up underneath that 8 truck of Todd Cleaver. And Cleaver almost shuts the door. Luckily was able to realize that 86 was there. A bold, aggressive move from Chris Mack there. Moving through the field. They're wrecking in front of him. Look out. Trucks into the wall. Who was that? I believe it was the 4. I see damage on that side of that 4 truck. No, it was not. Was it the 15? It was the 15. Wow. A lot going on there in just a lap. Let's see what brought out the caution, though. Sorry. Clear my throat real quick. Oh boy. So it looks like coming out of turn number 2, Raymer just gets into the back of Pappas. They get hooked on and hard into the wall. They both go to 21. I believe that's Nick Tucker. It is 21 to Nick Tucker there as well, and they both go sliding off into the grass. Tucker saves it, and then Raymer hard into the 9 truck after a hard hit into the tire barrier. And that ends the day of Max Pappas and likely Brent Raymer. These 4 trucks on pit road with damage before the race even started. Not sure what happened there on pit road. Looks like there was a glitch because I saw the 3 trucks bumper sticking through the wall. And let's see what happened back here, or who that was rather. It was Feast and Sauter that went into the wall there. Green flag back in the air. Here we go again. Crafton out in front, cleared Kyle Busch on the restart with that good jump. Remember, the drivers on the left get a slight advantage if they're able to straighten out on corner exit before the car to their inside as they're putting the power down. So definitely you saw the advantage there, how much of a difference it makes with Crafton being able to clear before they even enter turn 1. Now hanging on to the lead, downhill, back uphill into the double right-handers here. Heavy braking zone. Kyle Busch right on the rear bumper, trying a different line. Didn't quite work out for him, but he does get some momentum out of the corner. But unfortunately, he has a truck beside him now, so that's going to kill their momentum, or at least their acceleration. As Crafton drives away, here comes Chris Mack up into the mix, passing another truck. That 86 truck is just fast, man. It's got some of the best equipment here on road courses and some of the best setups. And with that expertise, he's just absolutely lighting it up out there. But the caution is out yet again. Let's see what it's for this time. Oh, Cleaver with heavy damage. What happened here? Let's take a look. See what happened to Todd Cleaver. Oh, Val Wolf next to him. They're 3 wide. Looks like Wolf, they're just going to run out of room. I don't think Val realized they were 3. And hard into the wall goes Cleaver and Val Wolf. Similar to the incident we saw first time around. Austin Dillon back on the racetrack as you saw there. Green flag back in the air. Here comes Mike Skinner with a good jump and a great push from Chris Mack, who's going to clear out in front as well. Or almost. Crafton able to dive back underneath Skinner for a brief moment. Couldn't keep it. And wrecking behind. Big crash. Heading up into turn number 2. The track is blocked. They're coming up over the hill blind, and there are trucks everywhere. Racing back to the caution flag after the big one takes place here at Canadian Tire. Chris Mack is now in the lead. Surprise, surprise. And we're still making contact. Dan Brode in the 41 gets into Brian Keselowski, or Brad Keselowski, in the 29 truck. So we know who's winning the race back. Let's take a look at this restart here. First, let's take a look at the 86 and how he got to the front, because we were not paying attention to that. See them wrecking behind, but watch the 86 here. Peeks out. Just, wow, just better speed. I'm not sure, something happened to the 5 truck. He lost a ton of momentum through turn 2 there. Look at Crafton getting to his inside as well. Just had no speed. Not sure what happened to Skinner, but Chris Mack will say thank you very much and take the lead right there. Now let's see what happened to the rest of the field here as they flew apart. Looks like 3 wide coming out of turn number 1. That was not going to end well. This is a very narrow racetrack, as you can see. It's 3 wide. TJ Bell, Taylor Mawsum, and in the middle is the 10 of James Busher. He gets sent around and around, and then they start flying apart, and the track gets blocked. Nowhere for these guys to go, and they just come piling in hard. Luckily, everyone keeps it rolling, so we don't have a track blockage here. Green flag back in the air. Crafton gets a good jump. Hangs tough on the outside of Mack, but Mack's going to dive it off into turn 1. See you bye. He's long gone. So now the battle is for second. As we know who's winning this race, that 86 truck is long gone. Well, you can make a joke and say long gone Silvers, but that's a lame joke, so let's not make that joke. Brent Raymer's around. We don't have a caution, but looks like some contact was made further back, and yeah, into the wall. Oh, that's concrete too. Hard hit. But he's going to keep it rolling. I'm not sure how, because that truck is killed. But it looks like he'll find an opening and get off the racetrack. Hopefully he's not leaking any fluid. Might have to throw a yellow. But as we jump ahead, 2 laps to go, Chris Mack gone here from Canadian Tire. He's going to come out to the white flag. 1 lap to go for Chris Mack. Starting to spread out throughout the rest of the field, but look at Joey Clanton clearing Mike Skinner. Bodine diving inside of Stacy Compton in the 60. He's going to clear him out of turn number 1. Downhill for the final time. Into the double rights. Right again. Someone's spinning. Oh, Val Wolf off the racetrack somewhere. And wrecking hard is Johnny Benson and Chase Austin here on the final lap. So we've got some stuff to look at here. Big time. Chris Mack, though, in a world of his own, is going to come through the final set of corners. And into the final turn. Chris Mack can coast from here. Checkered flag. Chris Mack wins at Canadian Tire. Finally, after showing speed every year we've come here. Kraft is going to come home P2, Kyle Busch P3. Let's see what happened on the final lap. It looks like we had all kinds of chaos here. So out of 97, oh, they spun out with the, we're not going to talk about that. Got into that fence there. But, yeah, that's where Val was. What happened to the 1? I'm trying to find him. Happened early in the lap. Here it is. Looks like James Busher gets into the back of Chase Austin, sends him sideways, and oh, trying to avoid. Benson gets into somebody there and bounces off the wall. Looks like that was the 48 of Hal Martin. But Chris Mack's your winner. That's all that matters. That and the fact that everyone's okay. But we don't have injuries here, so that was kind of a given. But that's going to do it. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe. Hope to see y'all next time. Until then, peace.